Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. We are talking about your wellness, health, fitness, nutrition, mental health for the woman over 40. Welcome back to the garage gym at my home. And today we are working glutes. Glutes. Some hamstring, some quads, but glute focus today. So today you're gonna need bands and something to step on, something sturdy to step on. So go ahead, if you have bands, great. If not, that's okay, but definitely you can find something to step on, a stool, a step ladder, again, something that's sturdy, and we're going to go ahead and get started. As always, stretch, I'll tell you the movements, and we'll make this magic happen. So here we are with some stretches. I'm going to try to show you some stretches that I haven't shown you on this channel. Of course, they will repeat at some point, but this one right here, I believe they call it the Dragonfly. It is a fantastic way to get the hip flexors warmed up, ready to go. So don't feel you have to get yourself as bent like me, as flexible as I am. You may not be able to bend over like I am right now, but the idea is to get the muscles prepared for what we're about to do. So as I've said before, even though you're stretching, even though you're working out the bottom half or the top half, what have you, you really should do a full body stretch whenever stretching. And so here we're doing the Dragonfly, getting the hip flexors warmed up, quads, glute, hamstrings, and again, you see that I'm trying to bring that front foot forward. Not necessary. If you're not able to, that's okay. But you notice the back and forth, the rocking back and forth that I'm doing, that's part of the stretch. And then again, you may not be able to bend over like I am, and you do not have to transition how I just transitioned. We just want to get ourselves ready for what we're about to do. As always, do the stretches, hold it for a little bit, inhale, exhale slowly, and then try to go deeper into the stretch. Holding it for a couple of seconds. This is really great. And so we're continuing with our stretches, getting the posterior chain ready to go, the hamstrings, the glutes ready to go. Again, you may not be able to touch your feet, your toes, that's fine. Go for your ankles, go for your shin, go for your knee. And you don't have to bend as far over like I am. But as you can see, I sat up, took a deep breath, and exhaled and tried to get even further in my stretch. A glute stretch here. As you can see right there, I am pointing to where you should feel it. You are grabbing onto one leg, and then you'll probably notice I release a little bit. I'm taking a deep breath, and then I grab even closer. Try to get the leg closer to your torso. And then we're switching. Other leg is straight. A release, and then I'm trying to bring it in closer to me. So I repeat the stretch, but this time I'm going to turn into the direction of the leg that's bent. Getting the back involved as well. Grabbing onto that leg, and then we're turning into the leg that is bent closest to our torso. I'm spending a lot of time stretching, honestly, because I worked out prior to this video, and so I worked out these same movements, and I am sore. So I'm just trying to get some more stretch in, and I figure why not show you what stretches I need to stretch. This stretch here, I've shown you standing up. You're just guiding the knee down. And definitely keep your head down. My head's only up because I need to clean my floor. I should have used the mat to appropriately show you how to do this stretch. But again, your torso head should be flat on the ground. And you can bring the leg up if you'd like. Here we're getting some side lunges in, getting the adductors stretched, and we're getting glute stretched here too. Be careful of the knee, make sure the knee is pushed out, and I'm just adding some back and some arm into this stretch. Like I said, even though we're not using the top part of our body today, still want to stretch it. Just another angle for you. I'm sorry about the lighting. I need to do better. And we're gonna get some more hamstring. Don't feel like you have to get the leg up as high as I am, but it is opposite hand, opposite foot. And if you notice right here, coming soon, I am not bringing the leg up as high. That's fine. As long as you're getting that hamstring stretched, glute stretch, that's what we want. And then I believe lastly, another hamstring stretch, heels to the ground, toes are up, and we're bending into the stretch. Really, really fantastic stretch for the hamstring. And then as always, holding it, bending in further, take a deep breath, bend even further. Toes are up, heels are down. And then of course, whatever other stretch you might need to do to get yourself prepared for a glute hamstring workout. Here I'm gonna do the quads. Get that front muscle warmed up. I put my arm out just to show that you can hold on to something if you need to. There you have it. Okay, so we've done some stretches. Let me tell you what we're gonna be doing. So we're gonna be doing elevated curtsies or just curtsies. We're gonna be doing some lunges, some thrusters, and fire hydrant remix that I like to call. And then afterwards we'll do some abs and we'll call it a day. So what I mean by bands, I'm talking about these guys right here. So every color represents a resistance level. Every company is different because I have clients who say this is their heavy and this is my extra light. So if you have them, great. If you don't have them, no problem. I'm gonna show you the movements without the bands, and I'll put the description of these bands on the bottom. So for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna use probably a lighter band only because I worked out prior to this video, so I'm already feeling the soreness from my workout. So again, you're gonna need something to step on, probably about a foot high, no higher than a foot and a half, or again, you don't need it because I'm gonna show you the movements without. So let's find some space, let's get our band and our stool, and let's get some. Okay, let's get to work. Here we have the elevated lunges. Now, this is hard on the knees. So if you have knee problems, please do not use the stool or whatever you're using for this movement. Oh, by the way, excuse my garage. I am in the middle of a project. As you can see, that basketball hoop, this mama is working. So my apologies. Okay, enough of that. So here are the front lunges. As you can see, I'm going up and down, same leg, and then I'll switch after. And then here, another angle for you. This is the first time I'm doing this type of movement. It's really good. I won't lie. It's a really good movement to incorporate into your exercise. And then here I am doing it without the elevation. I am just doing a pump here and then switching, or you can just switch back and forth. Again, you don't need to have the elevation. It's just I'm making it a little bit more challenging for those who may want to up the ante. As I get my band ready for these thrusters, I am in the market for new bands because these roll up if I'm wearing pants like that. So you can see up and open, squeezing the glutes up top. Here's another angle for you. So when you're up top, you really want to squeeze those glutes. Every color, by the way, of the bands, if I didn't mention, they vary depending on company. So that green one is not as heavy because, like I said, I already did this workout earlier and I am just bringing this to you. So you do the band that works and makes sense for you. Or right here, no band. Up, squeeze, hold. And then when you open, again, great squeeze. You can still get a really great workout without the band. Don't feel like you're getting robbed of the workout. I'm showing you where my hands are because you can actually add a weight if you have weights or an object with a little bit of weight to it. You can hold on to it right there and still do that workout, that movement, excuse me. Here are the curtsies. Here are the curtsies without the elevation. Be mindful of the knees. Again, this is not a knee-friendly movement. You don't have to be as wide. You don't have to be as deep. You do not have to use the crate or your stool or whatever you're using if you have knee problems. Here we are with the crate or with my elevation. Now, you noticed earlier I just had a little stumble. I was going too fast. Really be mindful of the positioning of your feet when you come off of that elevation. Again, this is probably a foot and some change, and that's just about right. Here's another angle for you without the crate. Again, you don't have to be as wide. See how I'm showing you there? And I'm showing you where you should be feeling it. These curtsies are really, really fantastic. And again, the crate, like I said, about a foot. This is not a movement you do fast. Safety first, always. And make sure whatever you're using, the stool, step ladder, that it's secure, that it's not gonna slip from you. You're putting a lot of weight on there, so you don't want it to shift. Here is the fire hydrant variation without the band. This is by far a favorite, hence my smile. No band. The band is just extra, a little bit more resistance. Here's another angle for you. You really want to get some height on these movements right here. And you notice I just put a pause. That's great too. Since there's no band, there's no resistance, a pause would be great. Slowing it down would be great. Here we go with the band. You notice I'm holding on to the band because I'll be honest, prior to this clip, the band actually slid. So I'm holding on to it so it's not sliding up my leg. Again, if I were wearing shorts, it might be better. Or if you have bands with there's like a grip to it that would keep it in place, those are even better, which I am definitely in the market for. But these bands work fine, it's just I have to hold on to it. So here are your abs. This is the straight arm crunch. Legs are elevated or they're flat on the ground. Having them elevated just gives it a little bit, it just ups the ante a little bit, but definitely keeping it flat, the feet flat, is just great. Good old-fashioned sit-ups, or maybe not. I do the sit-ups with my soles together. I suppose good old-fashioned would have your feet flat on the ground. That's fine. I put the soles together to keep the hips out of it so that I'm using my abs more than my hips to get up. A little bit of a side crunch here. So to make sure I'm getting the abs 360. So we're getting the front and then we're gonna get the obliques, the sides. This is gonna help us get that hourglass. Really crunching, pulling in that arm and the legs. And again, you could put a pause to it when your arms and your legs are crunched. You could pause. Make it even more challenging for you. And then of course another angle. Again, feet are flat or feet are up 90 degrees. Sit-ups. So the difference you'll see is the crunch is the crunch, and the sit-up you're coming all the way up. If you're not able to touch your feet, that's fine. That is okay. You can do straight leg and reach for your feet, or you can reach for whatever you can reach, as long as you're coming up all the way. And then of course, finally, we have our side crunch. Really, really driving the arms and the legs close together. And you notice there's my pause right there. Really pulling, squeeze, hold. Those obliques will thank you. Absolutely fantastic movement. And there you have it. Enjoy.
So there you have it. Let's go for 4 rounds of 10 reps. Let's do 10 reps. If you get to 7 and it gets hard, that's a good weight. If you're flying through it, I would consider upping the ante a little bit. So go for a heavier band. If you're not using the band, then try for 12 to 15 reps. So as you can see, you can get these movements in with or without weight, with or without equipment. So don't feel like you can't get a good workout if you don't have equipment. So I wanted to do this video for those who have bands or for those who have weights or what have you. And I want you to realize that you can get a good workout in. You really can. And so 4 rounds, 10 reps. And again, for those who are not using the band, go for 12 to 15. As always, pay attention to your body. If it's a challenge, that's awesome. If it hurts, stop, assess, consult your physician. So, as always, we are encouraging and inspiring that woman over 40. You can have your best life. You can have a great workout even in the garage, even in your bedroom. You can do it. So definitely consider subscribing to this channel. Give us a thumbs up for me. Drop a comment for me on the bottom. And as always, encouraging, inspiring, go, go, go. Ladies, you can do it. That woman over 40, uploading a video every Monday, whether we're working out or whether we're chatting. So I will see you soon. You take care.